What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a new series that we are starting today called Pick My Army. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is going on, everybody? And you heard me right. Today we are starting a new series called Pick Your Army. So what I'm doing, and I had posted this on YouTube on my polls. For those of you who don't know, just make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss any of that kind of stuff, because I do run some stuff by you guys to kind of get and see what you guys kind of like the idea of, right? And I ran a poll. I'll show you guys really quick that I kind of, I ran two polls. One, what kind of new video guys would you guys like to see? What kind of new ideas? And the most popular one that wasn't both of them, which I will end up doing both of them, was what army comps do you want me to use? You guys were going to pick my army comps for Legends League. And it was a tie between Queen Charge Hybrid and Queen Charge E-Titan Smash, which is always a ton of fun. So we're actually going to go over some of my Legend League replays with the E-Titan army. So I'm going to show you, first of all, what the army composition I ended up using is. I'm going to link this in the comments below. I had 6 E-Titans. I had 2 Yetis. By the end, you're going to notice the armies are going to change a little bit. I used 2 balloons and 5 healers. 2 loons to kind of look for mines in the healers. A couple archers, a wall breaker, and the rest was kind of the super wall breaker, and then the rest was just kind of filler. I swapped between a couple of super wall breakers. It was very all over the place. And I used this variation of my spells for the most part. Rage and Ice, pretty self-explanatory. Freeze monoliths, rage through certain parts. Jump spells, so my E-Titans wouldn't all get stuck in one place. And a skeleton spell to also distract the monolith if I wanted to use the freezes on something else. So with that being said, let's go over some of the best attacks, some of the worst attacks, and we're actually going to start with my first attempt back at the E-Titan Smash. Let's go ahead and get into that. So, here is my first attack. This was as the league just reset. So I'm going against Jeff Book here. What I'm actually using is a log launcher, and you're seeing here, because this is my first attack back, I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. I don't queen charge anymore. Not really. So I did put the queen. I also put an ice golem in front of it to kind of tank a little bit for that, and it will slow things down. I put the log launcher down too late. So it will end up getting through those walls, but it's going to take a second. Which in turn is going to make my queen go absolutely ballistic and go away, which absolutely did make me lose my mind. I had a couple root riders and a hog rider in there I put down a rage on. So I essentially did complete my point of that, which was to get rid of the monolith with my queen charge. I also didn't change the hero ability by this point, so I apologize. It looks like crap. I used a poison spell for the couple of little troops that come through there that were still alive. I had the giant arrow. I ended up switching to the healer puppet. I used 1 titan on either side, because I believe I used 7 titans in this army comp. 1 on either side to kind of funnel in towards the middle. A jump spell for my barbarian king and my titans, along with my grand warden with the rage gem and my barbarian king. Now I'm going into some 2 single infernos, so that is a little troublesome. Don't get me wrong. I did end up freezing one of them, and the one that I did not freeze, I believe... Oh, no, it was not okay. It was just on a random E-Titan. I thought it was actually on my... I thought it was on my Royal Champion, which would be very sad. And this is a very strong attack, you guys will notice. When Town Hall 15 and a half was out, before they released the whole part of Town Hall 15... this was the most popular attack strategy I saw in a clan called USA Bravery. Shout out to the USA fam. And a guy named 2 Valks 1 Cup was the highest trophy pusher in that entire clan. It was a trophy pushing clan, and the guy was a monster with Electro Titans. And I've tried to pick up that strategy ever since. It's one that's kind of hard to fail with, especially if you get your queen charge down. I didn't have the best queen charge here, so don't take that as an example, please. But it actually is a very, very strong attack strategy. An issue here is that my healers have now gone off of my archer queen, and then that made her die. And so now the issue with the E-Titans is that they are probably going to live damn near forever. But they are not going to be able to go anywhere. Oh no, the air defense is taking out the healers. So this is a strong attack strategy, and I actually got a lot of 3 stars out of this day. I think I had 4 or 5. And none of these attacks were fantastic. I had 1 or 2 that were decent, but a lot of these attacks were struggles for me for damn sure. This was my first attack with the army comp. Again, we're going to skip ahead to my third attack with this one, which was the worst one I had out of the day. All right. So we are here against Teo, and he's kind of going to that box style base, and he's got a lot of stuff set up in a very weird way. Already, I don't know what Kyle of the past was on, but I would not have gone that way. I should have gone from up here in this area. Funneled a little bit there, easily funneled through there, and let my wall wrecker go through. You'll notice I put the Coco Loon, I start my queen charge, I do put the log launcher down, which defeats the point of me using that super wall breaker. So maybe I should have let the Titans go first to kind of funnel in, or maybe use the siege barracks instead. And my queen's just off for a stroll, and the one E-Titan over on the far right has taken my healers. So this gets rough fast, and this is part of the issue with the queen charge. And I made the mistake, and I forget this from time to time, because again, I don't queen charge anymore. I haven't in some time, and I'm no longer, unless I'm practicing it regularly, I'm no longer that great at it. If you want to learn how to get great at it, check the tutorial I have when I was still good at it and I was using it. But I did make the mistake of putting down my main force down with my archer queen, and caused the healers to go off God only knows where. And I didn't even get the town hall, it looks like, although I am going to get a chance out of it with the E-Titans kind of going middle. But they want nothing to do with those walls. They would rather go around. It doesn't seem like they know what they want to do. The archer queen's kind of pulling them back, but the archer queen is going to be enough to start tearing through them and actually get rid of them. So that's actually insane that it was able to do that. But the biggest weakness to E-Titans, right, is their walls. And I put down a jump spell here that never got used. I could have used that at that point to help run through that, and then maybe get into the town hall and get kind of lucky. Sadly, I was not that lucky. And essentially my Barbarian King and one lone E-Titan try and go around the base to get into the queen. They do eventually, but I get a 1-star with a 66%, 67%? 67% a 1-star. Terrible. So now we're going to go to one of my better attacks. Cool? Cool. Alright. So we're here against Memo. And this was probably the best attack I had as far as the E-Titan Queen Charge Smash strategy that I went for. And again, part of that's just because of how strong troops are right now, or how strong they feel. And the E-Titans, like I said, they're a relatively safe strategy if you can figure them out. So I do pull my queen over here, so I can actually pull... excuse me. So I can actually pull the clan castle. I put down a poison on the clan castle. I rage my queen and my healers in order to keep her alive. I'm actually also going to freeze those troops just to make sure I can keep my queen alive, because she's going to struggle to stay alive just under all the pressure of all those loons. Even if they are moving slow, that's just a lot of pressure. I'm putting down my siege barracks at the top to make sure she doesn't go upwards, and I'm putting down my king towards the bottom. I'm going to essentially sacrifice him to the Inferno Tower, which is a little sad I wasn't paying enough attention to. But this will actually should be able to give my queen some penetration here and actually get in towards the town hall, which is going to be really nice for us. And I do still have the Skelly spell at this moment. I switched to the 6 E-Titans at this point, and these Root Riders are actually going to be very, very nice for getting into the town hall. I put on some E-Titans towards the top, and I've also put down 1 or 2 towards the bottom. Just for the additional support. I rage over here just to make sure that my Root Riders can actually get to the Town Hall, which is essentially I'm just using just to open up the section for my queen to get there. But I do get there with the Root Riders still alive. The Root Riders were very nice in the clan castle for this particular attack strategy. So I just had a couple Root Riders there that would actually break open the walls for a couple of my heroes. E-Titans, I did put down a jump spell for them, and they're actually going to run around over here. I delayed my RC at this point, which was very strong also. And at this point, the healers have gone from targeting my queen to targeting the Electro Titans, but at this point in the raid, I'm not too bothered by it because they're joined forces together, right? The E-Titans and the Root Riders are leading the way, and my Warden is following suit with them, along with my queen, so I'm not super bothered by them kind of being separate. My RC got some nice value on some stuff out of here, just so that my actual Archer Queen doesn't have to worry about. And even better than that, the Root Riders did actually open up this little segment right here, so my Archer Queen could get to everything of danger, which is going to be huge, right? And still Diggy's still running around here, which is actually going to be really big for us. Him helping out, actually. And I still do have the Unicorn healing on there, but between those two heroes locked, or those two pets locked on my Archer Queen, this was a relatively easy finish on the attack. And I did just absolutely stomp him. I say stomp with my hero completely healed and a couple of E-Titans. I guess it wasn't stomping like I'd like to. But this was a very successful attack with the E-Titans. Absolutely love this one. And this was also my last attack for the day. So my best attack was the last one. Naturally, I got better as the kind of night progressed on. But that is all I had to show you guys. Let's take a look and see how I actually ended up on the day. No, that was yesterday, where I was barely on because I worked 12 hours yesterday. That's sad. So yeah, that's essentially the size of that, guys. I do enjoy this army. And if you can get used to it, you don't even have to queen charge with it. If you can get good with this army. I haven't seen it at Town Hall 16 a ton. I can't imagine it's still not very, very strong. So make sure you guys are getting on board and playing with them some. Towards the end, I was actually using Yetis to funnel and getting rid of one of the E-Titans and running 6 E-Titans, no Ice Golem, and running Yetis to kind of help me funnel. That kind of helped too towards the end of the day. But that's kind of stuff that I would recommend. And this was a lot of fun. I did enjoy this a ton. Make sure you guys comment what other kind of armies you guys want to see me use. If you guys want to see a specific army comp, make sure y'all let me know. I'm going to link this army composition in the bottom of this description for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. It helps support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, everybody.